welcome to my journey and to a wrap-up video for the Pantry Challenge. So if you're new here, I participated in the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. The YouTube channel is Three Rivers Homestead. And every year for I don't know how many years, I really don't, she's done a Pantry Challenge for January, and a lot of the channels do February as well. So what the premise is, you shop from your stores of food, in your pantry, in your freezer, in your refrigerator. If you're lucky enough to have a second refrigerator where you can stock up, dairy and cold foods, that is awesome. I would love to have a second refrigerator. I have 2 freezers, but I would love to have a refrigerator down there too. So this year, I decided to participate in it with Joan and Sandy and Edie. The 4 of us have done it. We've done collabs. Every week we've done something together. Some weeks 2 things together. So we participated in this together. We all did our own thing, and we're all different. We are not the same. So you got like 4 different viewpoints of the pantry challenge. My viewpoint is not going to be like theirs. I can promise you, because I can tell you without, it's not knocking the Pantry Challenge. It's a good idea. It's a good premise. It works for a lot of people, that especially people that does a lot of canning and freezing, and they have a lot of their own food that they need to go through before the new garden comes up. It works for them. And people that have a lot of meat stored up, it works for them. And those are people that don't have a lot of canned foods. Like I have canned foods. I like canned foods. I grew up on canned foods, and so I still eat them. But we're all showing you a different story. Now, we did show you in our first video a tour of our food, so you could see what we were going to be working with. And I think we were thinking about, considering, some of them might be doing it, I'm not really sure, showing our pantries and freezers after. Well, I'm not going to do that because you can't really tell that we have eaten anything. And I've cooked every day. So, my light. The food that I have, it doesn't look like I've touched anything. Which, trust me, I have. My rules were dairy. I could buy dairy. I could buy fresh produce. I could buy bread. And then whatever he wanted for his breakfast. Now, later on when I started this new diet, who is that car? I had things that I needed to buy that I said, that is not counting in the Pantry Challenge. That is separate. And I said that early on. Anything having to do with my diet or the way I need to eat is, I will buy it. It's not part of the Pantry Challenge. It's separate. So I have bought stuff for that. And I don't count that against the Pantry Challenge at all. And that's the thing about it. You set your own rules. Everybody has their own rules, And some people go into February with it. Well, like I said, there's only the 2 of us. We can only eat so much. We don't eat like we used to eat. We don't have a family. So it's just us. And that's what I'm saying. My stores didn't really go down enough to show you anything. You would say, well, it kind of looks the same. So that's why I'm not doing a tour. But to get to the conclusion of how I feel about doing the Pantry Challenge, it was not for me. And David, it was not for him. We are the people, and some of you might be like this and some of you might think it's crazy, but we've raised our family. They're out on their own. It's just me and him. And we like to do what we like to do when we like to do it. And that includes grocery shopping. If there's something we want from the grocery store, we want to be able to get it. If there's a special recipe that I want to make, I don't want to put it off because it's not in my Pantry Challenge. I want to make it. And if I had to buy things at the grocery store to go with it above what I have in my pantry or freezer, then I want to be able to do that. So while I worked within the Pantry Challenge, I did it like it was supposed to be done, with the exception of the fish and onion soup. I don't know if there was anything else or not. Honestly, I think that was the only thing I bought that wasn't in it. And I wanted to make that because it was something I could eat on my diet without having any extra carbs or anything in it, just the meat and the onions. So I followed it. I followed my rules. I did everything I was supposed to. And I'll just tell you this, I'm glad it's over. I am glad it's over because I felt so pinned down, and so did David. We both did. And it cramped my style. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I said, I think I said, some of them are going into February. Not me. I like shopping at the grocery store too much, even if it's just online. I like getting what I want to get. So that is where we stand on it. It is a great challenge. It's good for people to use up their stores before the new garden starts, when they do a lot of canning and a lot of freezing. That's really good. I am eating up. We eat out of our freezer. We eat out of our pantry, but it just doesn't look like it because it's just little bits. And so we still do that on the regular, but we buy extras when we want to. So anyway, I suppose I'm glad I did the challenge because it was a challenge. You know, it made you think and try to use what you had without going outside the parameters. But to do it again, I would not. I would not do it again. So this video, like I said, I don't think anybody else is going to be like mine. So you be sure and go in the description box and check out Joan and Edie and Sandy and see what they have to say about their pantry challenge wrap up. So this is Sandy. I will see you either Sunday or Monday for my last pantry challenge week of meals, the one we're doing right now. So see you then.